One of the things that I absolutely love is when we get real life evidence that validates what's happening in the now moment. Oh, we're getting pummeled right now by approximately 17 solar flares, powerful flares, most of them M Class solar flares, a barrage of solar flares. How are you doing? Let me know in the chat. How are you feeling right now? In today's lesson, we're going to be talking about what the solar flares actually do. We're going to be linking it up to the now moment, right? What's really happening? What's happening on our channel in the now moment in the past 24 hours? What are your experiences? What are you feeling right now? And it's all coming together. Solar flares, they play a massive role in the expansion of consciousness. Our brainwaves, human brainwaves, they're influenced. They're affected by these solar flares, and they play a massive role over the course of our everyday life experience. And wouldn't you believe it, we're getting like an onslaught right now. There's a total onslaught that's happening right now. And it's fine-tuning us. It's getting us prepared. And that's why it comes in as waves. I've been sharing this with you all year long. You could go back, you could look at the X3 class solar flare back in around April, right? We recently did a video on this. I know we have a lot of new subscribers, family members to this channel. You could go back, you could look at the X3 class solar flare in April. You could look at the massive change that we went through with the Schumann resonance blackout and what's happening to our channel right now in the now moment. So this is a very important message to get out to the masses. Please click the like button. It helps others find this message. Are you running hot right now? Did you run hot last night? You were like, whoo, I got to open the window. Even though it's the winter time, you can't stay underneath the sheets, even though it's the winter time. Metaphysical Mike, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. Thank you. It's really, it can be overwhelming. It could be overwhelming when we get a solar flare. But what about a barrage of solar flares? Boom, 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 boom. You got to think about it like it's not just about total strength. An X-class solar flare, if you're new to this, is the strongest. We're getting multiple M-class solar flares. But it's not just about, you got to have the strongest possible flare. You have to look at it as keys, actually, right? The biggest key or the strongest key doesn't unlock the door. What's happening right now is God is unlocking our DNA right now. Metaphysical Mike, thank you so much. Mike writes, Michael, I felt like I was being burned alive today. See? And if you are feeling this, share it in the chat right now. What are you experiencing? Leave it in the comments if you're watching on the replay. So, you know what? I mean, unless you get a sledgehammer and you just bash the door open, that's probably going to be the Grand Solar Flash event. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. The Grand Solar Flash event will probably be like that sledgehammer. But we're getting these activation keys. And when we look at a barrage of these solar flares, and don't go anywhere, we're gonna break down what's happening. We're seeing a divide. We're actually seeing biblically the rapture happening right now. And these solar flares, it's a volatile energy. And whatever you have going on, like a lot of people, and please, you could elaborate in the chat, a lot of people in the world, they have many different things going on inside of their body right now. Do you know about that? Physically, mentally, and spiritually, people have different things going on inside of them. And hence, it's going to affect or influence how these solar flares are going to change them. So it's really important during this time. It's very important to stay hydrated during these solar flares. I'm going to drink some water right now. So really make sure that you do stay hydrated. Maybe get out in nature if you can. Ground yourself. It is the weekend as I'm making this transmission right now. Take a moment to get outside if you can. Escape the matrix and get out there. Frank, thank you so much for the support. Frank writes, celebrate all the symptoms, Without them, nothing would be happening. Embrace and love them. Oh. Thank you for that, Frank. And yeah, even though if you missed last night's live stream, yeah, some people are under the mind control that nothing's happening, but a lot of things are happening. So let's fine-tune ourselves. Let's give our brothers and sisters another minute to get in the live stream with God's frequency. Visible light is only a small fraction of the electromagnetic spectrum. People are waking up now and realizing that just because it's not visible light, the energy does influence and affect us. And that's what these solar flares do. So we gave everyone enough time to get on the live stream. I am absolutely grateful for all of the support. You guys are getting these messages out there. If you haven't done so already, please gently tap the like button, or you could smash the like button, whatever you would like to do. It's helpful for the channel. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell next to subscribe and select all. You get all the updates. We had 2 videos yesterday, so when you click the bell, you'll get the notification on your phone. Ohio Heart of the USA, thank you so much for the support. So you know what? We have so much to break down, and we're growing exponentially in the now moment. If you would like to join our Patreon, we hold live Zoom meetings. We have more uncensored content on Patreon. We're going to have more videos that's going to explain what's happening right now in detail on Patreon. So if you'd like to join Patreon, the link is in the description. If you would like to support this work, if you would like to support the channel, there's a link at the pinned comment. We're going through a solar flare barrage right now. Yeah. Newsweek reports, ready? Newsweek reports over 16, which probably means 17 M Class or other powerful solar flares were blasted towards Earth. And we have been getting bombarded by these solar flares last night, the previous day, and in the now moment. So I'm making this transmission right now. You might be experiencing several symptoms that are unexplained. You might be running hot for no reason. So like, I was on the couch and I was feeling extremely hot. And then, going to bed at night, like it's been so cold and like sleeping under the blankets, right? Some of you saw the video that I posted, how cold it was, right? And not only couldn't you stay under the blankets, you had to open the window and get the cold air to come inside the room. How many of you are experiencing this right now? We have to realize that, again, this is beyond visible light. These energies build up inside the body, almost like infrared. The best way I could explain this to people, and we've done this before, if you're new to the channel, if you've ever sat in an infrared sauna. When you sit in an infrared sauna, I sat in there, right, for the first time. I'm in there for 5 minutes. I'm like, this is not much going on. And then like a snap, all of a sudden, my body starts getting so hot. I'm sweating like never before. I was actually hotter in the infrared sauna and sweating out more than being in a regular sauna. This energy builds up in the body. And we have evidence on Earth. So when we have these solar flares, some of you might be familiar, it is associated with increased earthquakes and volcanism, because this energy passes through solid matter and it boils the inside and then comes out. So we're probably going to be experiencing more earthquakes and increased volcanism. That means more volcanoes will be exploding if you're new to this. Rob Emerson, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. Our brother Timothy, Michael, the founder of the People's Bureau of Investigation, is in prison right now for trying to help us using written laws to get our tap water cleaned. Free Darius and Tim. Yeah, free up. Let's stay focused on praying for our brothers and sisters. We have to raise awareness to the tap water. There was a man on the TV over the summertime. He told the collective to drink their tap water. It's so healthy. While there is evidence that there is lead in the tap water, we got to pull the heavy metals and fluoride when we're bombarded with these enemies. This energy, the metals in the body will mess with you. The metals in the brain heat up during this time. So sending prayers for our brothers and sisters. It's really important to really pull the heavy metals out of our body and ask the question, why are there so many heavy metals in the water? Lori Diaz writes, that commercial was pure evil, sick. Yeah, there was a sick commercial, and this idiot was on the TV. Drinking your tap water, it's so healthy for you. I never leave my house without drinking my tap water. You ever see that? They ever see that? It was pure evil, right? And why is that? Because children and people that are unaware, remember, World War III is a consciousness war. So if they're not conscious, they might not know, and they see this satanic person telling them to drink tap water. So many of you are on the awakening journey, and you know tap water is probably not the best. Sharon, thank you so much for the support. I love you. Sharon writes, all lies will be revealed. Dark to light, God wins. That's beautifully said, Sharon. Thank you so much. And thank you for your daily attention, Sharon. So, we're getting blasted right now. We're getting heated up right now. But this is the energy that we need. We're unlocking the dormant codes of DNA. You might be new to this. Yeah. You don't have junk DNA. 93% of the function of your DNA is responsible for light and sound reception and transmission. So the things that we're putting out to the universe, the leadership roles that we've been talking about, look at the past 24 hours. I'll actually show you guys the charts and graphs in our Patreon and Telegram groups. It's like a snap, like in divine timing. These solar flares are coming. What's happening to our channel right now? We're getting the boost, right? We're getting boosted right now. The God's boosted, right? Metaphysical Mike, thank you so much. There's a lot that's going on right now, Metaphysical Mike. And when we are bombarded with these flares, not only is it activating us, we're purging. That's why, and we're going to be talking about it in a minute, the impact of the solar flares, listen, we are holding on to traumas from this life and past lives. It's in our innate, it's in our DNA. And you are actually healing your lineage, your whole ancestry, right? Don't send your DNA out to that ancestry, to whatever that, that place where you swab and you send, don't do that. Don't do that stuff. So there is a massive impact of solar flares on human consciousness. The results of these solar flares result in massive changes to the reality. You're actually creating the reality you're manifesting through the DNA. And that's why it's important to stay hydrated at this time. And it is a volatile energy. Think about that. Newsweek reported we had over 16 powerful, probably 17 solar flares, M Class solar flares, multiple M Class solar flares, and they're changing the playing field. Did you know we're on a playing field right now? The battlegrounds are our everyday lives. That's our battleground, yeah. And again, I'm very grateful if you just take a moment to click the like button. Just take a couple of seconds to gently tap that like button. Others will find this message. And the volatile energy creates massive volatility among the collective. Once again, this is volatile energy, and it will be volatile change amongst the collective, right? Up and down. Some people are going up, and some people are going down. And this is free will. It's free will. It's not unicorns and rainbows. The solar flares don't come crashing in and then it turns you into a unicorn and then you get up and then the rainbow bridge, you go, no, it doesn't work that way. You're actually dealing with traumas. You're getting the energy that you need, and people have made a conscious decision ahead of time. Our DNA needs to be pure at this time so we could take in the light codes. Some people hear the term light codes and they say you're a spiritual wackadoo. Nikola Tesla said light is information. There's light codes. We could actually see this in nature. You could see in a house maybe how a plant grows towards a window. It's getting information. It knows where to go. In the springtime, it's cold all wintertime. The ground is solid and flat. And then all of a sudden, when the springtime comes, all of a sudden you see these ant holes popping up. There are energies, there are codes that are waking things. Oh, all of a sudden the flowers start to bloom. There are light codes. Well, you are nature as well. You are not a robot. Yeah, you're not a robot. You're not artificial consciousness, or as they say, artificial intelligence. No, you're an organic being. Just like the ants, just like the plants, ants and plants, right? It's like it rhymes here. We're rhyming here on our everyday lives. You're just like nature. You are nature. You're supposed to be connected to nature. That's why it's really important to get out, ground yourself to the planet. Walk barefoot. I know it's cold in some places right now. It's hard to walk barefoot, but at least get out in nature. And get out of the cubicle, get out of the building. I was in this building right before I got unlawfully fired from my job of 17 years. Can you believe that? I didn't take something, so they fired me and many other people. And when I was in the building, I noticed, I said, we weren't, many people weren't reporting to the building. And then we got back in the building, and then there was these new Wi-Fi boxes on the top of the wall close to the ceiling. I said, oh, look at all those weird looking Wi-Fi boxes in the, what are those boxes there? What's going on? Nature Boy, woo! Thank you so much for the support. Nature Boy writes, sound creates. It's scientifically proven. Tesla knew. Scripture backs it up. Nothing can stop what's coming. Absolutely. Yeah, this is the merge of science and spirituality. There is no separation. They try to separate it in the satanic media of mind control. Yeah, subconscious programming is what it's called. But if you're learning something new, if you're becoming self-empowered by this message, please, again, just take a moment to click the like button, and that support really gets the message out there. Oh yeah, today as I'm making this is the 17th. Tremendous day. It's a powerful day as approximately 17 solar flares are crashing into the earth. Yeah, and again, and if you're just tuning in right now, it's not getting the massive blast. It's about keys to unlock. Sometimes you get like just the right key, and if you turn it just right, these blockbuster bombs don't go off unless you hit them just right. Yeah? Yeah. Hey, Mac, let me take a whack at it. Someone's got to know that in the chat. Otherwise, my jokes aren't funny. Anyway, if anyone knows, you can let me know in the chat. You'll make my day. I always, even in the classroom, I'm like, when I try when my jokes fall flat, it's not funny. Sometimes they date us, but it's all right, So I'm seeing the chat go. Happy birthday in the chat. Yeah, tremendous. Yeah, please subscribe to the channel. You could be part of our family in the chat. Tremendous. Oh, the lion. What am I doing? I know there's a reason why I love you, the lion. There's a reason. There's a reason. Oh yeah, and yeah, laughing is really important. It's really important. Yeah, it's really important to laugh at this time. Laugh, clown. Laugh, clown. Come on, laugh. Spiritual warrior writes Bugs Bunny. Tremendous. Tremendous. Ivory Moon, I love you so much, sister. Thank you so much. Ivory Moon writes, lay down on the ground and make snow angels like we did as children. Your body will thank you. And thank you for sharing that, Ivory Moon. You and I are very much on the same wavelength. I cannot express the importance, exactly what she just wrote. And if you're getting this message, it is so important to get in touch with your inner child. Nostalgia. All of these things are so important to the creative mind. Tesla spoke about this. And also taking time for yourself. Some people do meditation. Tesla said, be alone. No big laboratory is needed in which to think. Originality thrives in seclusion, free of distractions, beating down the creative mind. You actually have to become in tune with your inner child. Are you getting in tune with your inner child right now? Yeah. It's going to be great to get back in tune. Remember how things were great when you were a child? The indigo children that are being born right now in the past, 15 years, right there, they've been in this satanic world. They don't even know what we went through, how beautiful it was. And that's why it takes a group of warriors that are sealed in the forehead to not have, remember, they want you in fear, they want you in guilt, they want you in shame. You have to rise up like the lion. You have to roar like the lion. Are the lions in the chat right now? You could let me know. So the volatile energy is going to really shake things up. And according to what you have or a person has inside of the body, they will react differently to these flares. Lori McShirley, thank you so much for the support. The split or the divide is getting wide. Yeah, you could write it down. The divide is getting wide. You might be realizing this on your journey. There might be people in your everyday life, you can't even talk to them anymore. They can't hear you anymore. The rapture is real. The rapture, they can't hear you anymore. Yeah, it's a world famous video on the channel page. The divide is very wide. And this energy makes situations more fluid. So in our world, right, we want to plan things. I am sharing from a place of authenticity. People that know me on my journey, they see what I'm going through. I am a man with a plan. I'm a man with a plan. It is absolutely difficult to plan at this time. You have to be fluid like the situations of the world. And hopefully our friends and family can understand that and realize we have to be fluid. This is a fluid situation right now, and you have to go with the flow. And plans, I can't tell you how many times the past year the plans have shifted, but that's because the timeline shifted. We had 3 main timeline splits this past year. If you're new to this, please go to the channel page and look at the video. I went through a full 45 minutes on going through the 3 timeline splits. So as the situations become more fluid, things are becoming more volatile. Some people are rising up to the occasion, and some people are crashing and burning. This is a message of authenticity. You will have to do the changes yourself. I know this myself. I have to let go of judgment and expectations. The people that know me, the people that interact with me on my journey, they have to let go of judgment and expectations of me. Otherwise, they have to get out of my everyday life experience. You could write it in the chat right now. Get out of my everyday life experience. Yeah. Because the judgment and the expectations are the shackles, right? We don't know. We have to go with God right now. If you're ready to go with God, please click the like button. If I'm saying what's really resonating in your sacred heart, please keep sharing this message. You're going to have to go with God. And the solar flares are giving us what we need. It might not be what we want, but it's what we need. Even our diets right now, right? I got to drink some more water. I got to stay hydrated today. Even our diets are changing. Are your diets changing? Yeah, positive actions and positive thinking are very important at this time. The energy amplifies. Once again, the energy amplifies what's inside. You must realize we're in a spiritual war. There is pure evil on this earth, and there's also pure Christ on this earth. There are two forces at play right now, and the divide is getting wide. The solar flares are causing this to accelerate. It is volatile energy. And what is inside the body? What's inside the body physically? What is inside the body mentally? And what is inside the body spiritually? If you're new to the channel, we talk about the Triforce here. Physically, mentally, and spiritually, you have to be strong right now. Physically, mentally, and spiritually, you have to cleanse yourself. You have to cleanse yourself physically. Get the heavy metals out. Mentally cleanse yourself. Let go of subconscious programming. Let go of judgment and expectations. And cleanse yourself spiritually. And just allow the light of Christ to blast through everything. We're going to have the 432 hertz frequency going right now. I'm grateful. Again, please click the like button. And I want you to focus for a minute. Focus on cleansing yourself. What are the things that you can do to cleanse yourself? Because what's inside of you is going to be amplified. And especially the one thing that we could all really focus on right now in the now moment is leaving judgment and expectations. Mental health is so important. And this energy, you're going to say, reflect on the past 48 hours. Are you going through a lot of, like, you're feeling like super highs and lows? Are you feeling stirred up inside? Let's cleanse ourselves with God's frequency. It's 432 hertz. Energy is the ability to cause change. Once again, energy is the ability to cause change. Many people have abilities. They don't use the ability. They just sit there. They just sit there on the couch. Yeah, it's time to get up. We have this energy right now. It's clear. If we could reflect on our channel right now, our channel right now is reaching a wider audience. If you guys keep clicking the like button, maybe we'll go viral. But right now, we're reaching a wider audience right on cue. As we're getting bombarded with these solar flares, And I could even reflect on this, on the data charts. Our videos are reaching so many more people in the now moment, right now. You might be new. Are you new to the channel in the past 24 hours? You could write it in the chat. You could write it in the comments. Did you just stumble across this message? If I create on a daily basis, and this is a self-empowerment channel, if I sat on the couch and I did nothing, if I just sat there and I said, woe is me, it'll never happen, then it will never happen. When we have these energies that come in, we have to use radical action. During the course of our everyday life, we have to live and practice radical action daily. And we are going to continue. And future proofs past. You could go back to that X3 class solar flare. It's on the channel page. I'll share it in our Telegram group. Please join our Telegram group. And if you'd like to join our Patreon, we have even more on Patreon. They are going to continue to increase. You could literally go to the channel page. Whenever we have a massive solar flare, I do a video. Just scroll through the videos. You could use that as evidence. They are constantly amping up. Other people prophesized about this time period. If you're new to this, Dolores Cannon, you could look up Dolores Cannon. She is no longer alive. Ready? She is no longer alive, but she made videos, right? Some of her last videos were in 2012, 2013. They read like a book to what's happening right now. And nothing can stop this. You need to be prepared physically, mentally, and spiritually for more solar flares to come in. And they're unlocking the codes. They're unlocking your DNA. Some of you might be on the spiritual awakening journey. You see DNA activation. It's not a spiritual wackadoo term. It's literally happening right now. So many people were disconnected from the sun. For years, they told you, slap on this sunblock. What are the chemicals in the sunblock? Why are they telling you to slap on? Your pores open up in the sun, you sweat, the pores open up, the sunblock, the chemicals go into your pores, it causes dis-ease. They told you to hide in the basement. Who are the people that hide in the basement and under the ground? Ivory Moon, thank you so much, I love you. Ivory Moon writes, people need hope desperately at the moment. Thanks, Michael, for continuing to motivate. I know how much work it takes. I love you, Ivory Moon, and you're doing the work side by side. We're really much in a line. If you'd like to join our Patreon, we really broke down the mark of the beast tremendously, and we're going to continue to do so. We really do a lot of work on Patreon. Grateful for the support there. That's funny, spiritual bean coffee. I have some spiritual bean coffee right here. Yeah, you should check out spiritualbeancoffee.com. Tremendous. Lynn Roberts, thank you so much for the support. Lynn writes, when you truly don't care what anyone thinks of you, you have reached a dangerously awesome level of freedom. Absolutely, Lynn. Thank you so much. It's so truthful. I have a video on the channel page. Master the art of not giving a shift. Yeah, you got to master that art. Oh, look at that, 444. 444 777 simultaneous. Someone screenshot that. Look at that, 777 and 444 right next to each other. Yeah, wow. Isn't that beautiful? Please continue to smash the like button. We'll get to 555 before we get off the live stream. If everyone right now, if you just click the like button, we'll hit 555 before we get off. Isn't that awesome? Look, the universe talks to us through numbers. It's the universal language. Yeah. Will you rise up or will you crash and burn? It's up to you. We have to make free will decisions. We have to leave the ego at the door. We have to break free of subconscious programs. And I'm here to share with you epigenetics. Epigenetics means above genetics. One Code Grace, I love you so much. Thank you so much. One Code Grace writes, you bring heaven to earth. It's my honor to do that. I love you, One Code. Love you. Epigenetics means above genetics. If you're new to this, you should check out Dr. Bruce Lipton. The mainstream fake science lied to you. It's called epigenetics. There's so much information out there. They don't tell you on the little bit they started to share about is telomeres. You might have seen commercials on telomere health. Listen, we're going through a shift right now. It's going to shift. We see the little drips and drabs. It is becoming a better society. Wow, look at all the people on the live stream right now. I love you all. Please just take a moment to click the like button. It helps others find this message. I'm so grateful for that. You have to start to make changes. What you consume. Please focus on this, especially if you're new to the channel. I want to really make everyone understand this. We have so many new people on the channel right now. What you consume is not only what you eat and drink. It's what you watch and what you listen to. And that will also affect your vibrational frequency. So the sun it's really blasting us right now. It's also blasting the serpents. Serpents. Yeah. So I'm grateful if you're consuming these videos and watching this video. It's helping you raise your vibrational frequency. If you're new to this, we have videos on epigenetics. You could type in epigenetics, our everyday lives. It's above genetics. You are not a victim of your genetics. The mainstream media tries to create victims. We create self-empowered warriors. Yeah. So many people are tuning off the TV and they're turning on YouTube. Are you turning off the TV and watching YouTube instead? You think YouTube is big now? Wait till you see how big YouTube is going to get. It's going to get even bigger. Yeah. It's getting big. It's getting better and better and brighter by the day. Yeah. It's not about the now moment because future proves past. Yeah. The energy is shaking us all to our core. You might have to change your diet. After I get off this, I'm going to be having a banana smoothie. Yeah. Got to take it out of the freezer. No, seriously. Years ago, I was on the bodybuilding journey, right? I'm still pumping today. But I'm sharing from a place of authenticity. I'm eating a lot more fruits and vegetables than I did. That's a change that we're going through. And, we're all going through this change. And it's my honor to share authentically. I'm not perfect. No one is perfect. And there are people that will tell you, oh, you need to eat this way. No one can tell you how to eat. You actually have to listen to your body. Listen to your body on a daily basis. And your body is the tuning fork to telling you the truth. Your body is the tuning fork to telling you the truth. Especially during these solar flares, you're going to say, oh, my body needs this or that. You just know intuitively. The false idol on the TV. TV! I saw it on the TV. It must be true. Yeah. False idols on the TV can't tell you. You have to listen to your body. You have to listen to God. And when people laugh at you, when they mock and shame you, when you say, I have to listen to God, and they mock and give you satanic shame, tell them to go themselves. Yeah, let them know. Let them know. You like that, Ronnie? Yeah, let them know. Let them know in the chat. Let them know in the chat. Go with God during these solar flares. Yeah, go with God during the solar flares because absolutely nothing can stop this. It's changing our genetics. Epigenetics is above genetics. Yeah, right? Go with God. If you think you should go with God, you could go with God or you could go with satanic Medea. Do you know about Medea? There's full videos on the channel page. Yeah. Melissa writes propaganda. Tremendous. tremendous. We have to become self-empowered. You have to become the person that you came here to be. And as I shared many times, not only do you have faith in God, God has faith in you. You have to unlearn and relearn everything. You have to unlearn and relearn everything. You have to disconnect. And you have to be in tune with the thing. If this message is resonating with you, and once again, before I get off, please just take a moment. Just click the like button. We're going to go over 555 before I get off the live stream on the likes. And by doing so, that helps others find this message. They like to promote cat videos and other things, but that's why it takes all of us together. When you do that, it's so helpful. And I'm grateful for all of you. If you missed the beginning of this message, go back into this video. Leave a comment when I get off. Watch the beginning. There's so much information here. Only you know the answers. And you're becoming more sensitive during these solar flares. You're like, oh, I'm sensitive. It's actually not a bad thing. Your body is telling you, oh, this is good for me. This is bad for me. The foods you used to eat, you can't eat them anymore. And that's okay. It's telling you, don't eat this. You're sensitive to it. It's not good. Don't eat it anymore. Don't eat it anymore. The solar flares are giving us the information we need. Yeah. And we have to learn so much more about our reality. And the solar flares are expanding our consciousness at our time. I'm so grateful for your attention. It's the currency of the universe. What did you think about this video? Please leave some comments on this video. If you're watching on the live stream, you could go back and go get into this message and leave a comment. We're growing this channel by the second, and it's going side by side with these solar flares. Oh, look at that, 555. Called it! I love each and every one of you. I will continue to put out daily content. I will never stop this mission. I'll do whatever I can to help you improve your life. When we become more in alignment with God, with nature, we improve our everyday life experience. Harley Ray Crystal Shop, thank you so much. Harley Ray writes, always be pumping. Yeah, baby. Don't let the matrix break you. Go with God. Stay in your highest frequency, truth and love. Thank you. And we support each other. If you'd like some tremendous crystals, you should check out HarleyRayCrystalShop.com. Yeah. Tremendous candles as well. Delicious candles. Cleanse the apartment. Cleanse the house. They're so great. So I love each and every one of you. And again, your support is getting these videos out there. Please consider joining our Patreon if you would like to. We have more Zoom meetings planned. We're going to get together. All of the previous videos are up there on Patreon. Visit the channel page if you missed any videos. And we're getting new people by the second right now. If you feel a little bit lost, I have all the videos on the playlist. You can go right on the channel page. Why don't you go back like a week or two and just watch the videos? Some people, I know it's a lot of information, and if you just see the one video, it's a little overwhelming. But the videos lead into one another. So it's a journey. This channel is a journey. So take the time to watch some of the previous videos, and then you will say, oh, now I get it. Now I understand it. These solar flares are playing a big role, and they are not going to stop. They are not going to stop. So you can't fight against the tide. You can't fight against the waves. They're crashing in. You have to go with it, right? Otherwise, it'll pull you under. You have to rise up now. Yeah. Now, Ireland's going live. You should check out Ireland's video. She's going to be expanding more consciousness. We're all working together right now. We're a family. We're a community. We have many motivational videos on the channel page, some short ones. We have a motivational playlist on the channel page. If you're new to the channel, take some time and go to all the different videos on the channel page. We have, I think, over 1,112. I don't even know how many videos we have. And we have playlists The Mandela Effect is huge to helping people wake up. Go to the Mandela Effect playlist. So many videos, so much information to consume right now. And we're growing by the second. I love each and every one of you. Please smash the like button. Share this video link with the hashtag solar flare, hashtag solar flash, hashtag solar storm. All of you, you are the generals that are out there sharing these videos. I love each and every one of you, and it's going to be an amazing 2023. And it's great to be together with all of you as a family. I love you all. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.